Here comes Gilas. What do they want? Perez, Ramos, that's a good option. Ties it. Dwight, money in the bank. Ramos ties it at 33. And a reach. That's the 4th team foul on Philippines, so no free throws.
If I mind that shot by Ramos, that's going to be there a lot with the way in which Iraq are trying to take away that paint. It's a tight zone. See how wide open he is? That's a guy that's already hit a couple. And he's getting those clean looks.
They get it in bounds to Mayfield, and Mayfield, they go for it, and we're going to have a tie game at the end of the quarter here. So we're at halftime, 33-33, Iraq and the Philippines. Everything to play for. The winner stays alive, the loser goes home.
And in this win or go home situation, it's been a nervous moments they've had for both teams. Shots they're normally going to make, some defensive breakdowns, and the shooting percentages reflect that. Both Philippines and Iraq shooting poorly, 35% for the Philippines, 33% for Iraq. Ismail has been leading scorer with the 10. He came out all guns blazing from the three-point line. And the good news for Iraq is Demario Mayfield started to get things going. He had the 8 points as well. One of the leading scorers for Iraq. Inside-outside game. And it was a white-hot start from the land of plenty for Iraq. But 6 of 13 in total from threes. That's good shooting. Well, mathematically, 33%, or if you're shooting more than that, then it's better than taking the 2. So when you're up in the 40s, anything in the 40s is getting to a high-end level. And you know, both these teams have had their problems from the three-point line. 31% in the first 2 games for Iraq, 30% for the Philippines. And
I hope Philippines coach Tim Cone relies a little bit more on Carl Tamayo, because I think he's a player who's demonstrated today. I guess the problem is he's the one who comes in when Brownlee goes out, and Brownlee ends up playing a ton of minutes.
Yeah, there's that Abdullah pass. That's a thing of beauty, as you called it magnificently. Definitely the play of the game so far. But at the halftime break, I think coaches are just focusing on trying to settle the guys down. Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Oh, look at that. Great D from Lee. Races the other way, throws the lob, and the layup. Tominaga just gets a little spin.
Lempar bola, hajar saja.
Kompetisi olahraga yang selalu dinanti.
Masih bisa pilihan pemirsa. Oh, bocor.
Pro Liga selalu menyuguhkan pertandingan voli yang menegangkan. Jangan lewatkan setiap aksi terbaiknya.
Sementara pemirsa tipu. Tipu dibalas tipu pemirsa.
Saksikan Pro Liga setiap hari jam 4 sore di Sport Stars. Berita terkini dari dunia olahraga.
Kapten sekaligus bek andalan timnas Indonesia, Gilas, saat ini memiliki harga pasar mencapai 141 miliar rupiah.
Persaingan sengit dari setiap cabang bergengsi. Momen-momen penting dan menarik yang sayang untuk dilewatkan. Semua terangkum di Sports Today. Di Sport Stars.
Halo Sport Lovers, apa kabar nih? Wih, baik-baik aja semuanya ya. Ketemu lagi barengan sama gue Dias Danar di acara yang bikin kalian ketawa, terharu, atau mungkin ngerasa kesel. Apalagi kalau bukan Sport Bloopers. Siap, kita udah nyiapin berbagai rangkuman video-video lucu nih yang udah siap menghibur Sport Lovers semua.
Sport Bloopers setiap hari jam 7 pagi di Sport Stars. Berita olahraga yang paling viral.
Petenis asal Rusia Andrei Rublev gagal mengenai bola dengan pukulannya yang meleset.
Mengabarkan cerita paling seru untuk kamu semua sports lovers.
Indra Stafeta melakukan kesalahan saat melempar bola. Alih-alih memasukkannya ke dalam ring, ia justru melempar bola ke arah belakangnya.
Sports Today Viral. Di Sport Stars.
Jawab kepada 260 juta penduduk Indonesia.
Kejadian-kejadian yang terduga pasti akan datang di waktu yang tidak tepat pemirsa. Walaupun kita sudah mempersiapkannya dengan matang. Kali ini kita akan membahas kejadian yang terduga saat pertandingan olahraga. Kejadian-kejadian ini sudah kita siapkan untuk pemirsa nih. Yuk simak kejadian tak terduga saat pertandingan olahraga versi Top Files. Yang pertama, ring roboh. Mantan pemain klub ternama Shaquille O'Neal, pria berbadan kekar yang beratnya mencapai 147 kg ini sering sekali membuat ring basket ini roboh. Ia memang sudah terkenal dengan kebiasaannya, yaitu merobohkan ring saat latihan dimulai maupun pertandingan. Momen yang sangat menggemparkan pada saat tahun 1993 sampai 1994 pada pertandingan Magic melawan Nets. Pria berpostur besar ini pada menit ketiga di saat ia mendapatkan umpan terhadapnya, ia melakukan power dunk yang membuat ring tersebut roboh karena tidak kuat menahan beban tubuhnya. Wow, momen yang langka sekali ya pemirsa. Yang kedua, skycam jatuh. Olahraga sepak bola ini berbeda dengan sepak bola yang Anda tahu. Olahraga ini disebut sebagai American football. Bola yang dimainkan tidak bulat tetapi berbentuk oval dengan berwarna coklat. Kejadian yang tidak terduga ini terjadi pada tahun 2011 lalu. Di saat tim OU versus tim Lowa sedang bertanding, skycam kamera yang merekam semua pertandingan dari atas stadion dengan alat bantu kabel. Tak disangka-sangka skycam itu jatuh ke lapangan. Berdasarkan informasi, skycam itu jatuh karena salah satu kabelnya putus hingga jatuh ke lapangan. Aduh, ada-ada aja ya pemirsa. Untungnya tidak ada korban ya. Yang ketiga, penyemprot air. Penyemprot air ini memang sudah disiapkan untuk berjaga-jaga jika ada kebakaran terjadi. Tetapi kejadian yang satu ini tidak ada kebakaran, tetapi penyemprot air ini menyala menyemprot ke arah penonton dan lapangan. Kejadian ini terjadi di Alamo Dome, Stadion Basket Amerika Serikat pada tahun 1995. Air yang keluar menyemprot ini mengeluarkan air yang banyak sama dengan 10.000 galon air. Akhirnya pertandingan terjeda hingga 1 jam lamanya. Menurut informasi, penyemprotan air ini dikarenakan lalainya petugas. Yang keempat, bola baseball rusak. Baseball merupakan olahraga yang membutuhkan fisik yang sangat kuat. Mengapa? Karena baseball ini tugasnya memukul bola sejauh mungkin, lalu berlari ke pos yang sudah ada. Kejadian ini terjadi di saat pertandingan Milwaukee versus Pittsburgh. Saat salah satu pemain tim melakukan memukul bola dengan keras, sehingga menyebabkan bola rusak sampai tidak bisa dipakai kembali. Yang terakhir, mesin pelicin lapangan. Lapangan hoki es selalu membutuhkan mesin yang bernama Zamboni agar lapangan menjadi rata dan menghaluskan lapangan. Jika tidak, maka lapangan menjadi tidak rata dan kasar. Pada tahun 2008, di saat mesin Zamboni ini melakukan tugasnya, tetapi malah mesin error dan mengeluarkan asap di bagian depan mesinnya, dan juga mengeluarkan cairan berwarna merah yang mirip seperti darah pemirsa. Ternyata cairan merah itu adalah oli hidrolik dari mesin Zamboni ini. Wah, kejadian ini pasti sangat tidak ada yang menduga ya pemirsa. Nah pemirsa, begitulah kira-kira kejadian yang tidak terduga saat pertandingan olahraga pemirsa. Bagaimana? Menarik bukan? Oke, kalau begitu tetap saksikan terus Top Files dengan beragam video menarik lainnya ya.
Dalam dunia yang dipenuhi api, tali ring yang bergema, dan sorakan yang meledak dari ribuan penonton, ada sebuah dunia yang tak seperti yang lain. Ini bukan sekedar pertarungan fisik, ini adalah drama, teater, pertunjukan emosi, dan yang terpenting, ini adalah tempat di mana legenda dilahirkan. Dia adalah John Cena, dan ini adalah kisahnya. Inilah World Basic Sports.
Di Sports Stars.
Jawab kepada 260 juta penduduk Indonesia.
Timnas sepak bola tiba di Bandara Soekarno-Hatta, Tangerang malam tadi. Usai mengikuti event SEA Games 2021, puluhan pemain dan ofisial disambut langsung Kemenpora dan jajaran pengurus PSSI serta NOC. Cabang olahraga sepak bola berhasil membawa pulang medali perunggu. Usai mengalahkan tim sepak bola Malaysia di laga perebutan juara 3, usai berjuang di laga SEA Games, Timnas akan berkonsentrasi di Piala Asia. Kedatangan atlet cabang olahraga sepak bola di Terminal 3 Bandara Soekarno-Hatta agak sedikit berbeda dari suasana biasanya karena ada puluhan supporter yang sejak sore telah menanti kedatangan para tim.
They've got potential, they've got definitely. Maybe get to the last four and have a chance to get to the podium with the additions they've made to their team.
They've been impressive.
But historically, and when you bring a team like the Philippines have brought, you would think, yes, but we still should be able to win that game. But it wasn't so much that they lost it; they lost it decisively.
Yeah.
That's what I think would be disappointing.
No, that's true. And sometimes just the circumstances of a particular game. Dwight Ramos, we spoke about him with his 9 points, and a lot of these players that kind of been in the off season as well, depending on the leagues that played at different times.
靠上拉开这空间拉是看个人能力了，往一跟头，往一跟头过俩人，出来外线交接3分，有没有？有了！想多，快下来了，时间不多了。转移的不错，又2分了，姚明。对，这是手审啊，2 快速推进，李建林棒球，漂亮！这个球易建联是点燃了全场观众的热情，所有的中国队的球迷都站起来欢呼。
投篮，准备转开了投篮，达志。
好的，观众朋友们，我们回来继续收看这场男篮亚洲杯 D 组小组赛生死战，菲律宾与伊拉克的下半场，谁赢谁晋级的比赛。半场双方打成3-3平啊。伊拉克队这边呢，伊斯梅尔拿下了10分，半场球队3分，13中6。而菲律宾队呢，半场比赛没有人得分上双，得分最多的是24号拉莫斯9分。 伊斯梅尔险些失误，往远端甩，没有那么多时间了。45度的3分甩狙没有投进，但是篮板球，伊斯梅尔抢到，面对埃杜横移一步。下半场一上来呢，伊拉克2次外线3分出手都没有投进。菲律宾队在下半场比赛的阵容呢跟先发是一样的，而伊拉克队则是把梅菲尔德 调回了先发。梅菲尔德下半场上来2次传球失误啊，自己也是赶紧主动伸手跟队友们示意啊，拍拍胸口，我的。主要这球是自己打反击的球啊，你失误，这犯下归来就还好说啊。 菲律宾这边比划了一个牛角的手势啊，看看是要打一个什么样的阵地战战术。布朗利今天上半场没有运动战得分啊，只靠罚球拿了1分，6投0中。老将法哈多啊，年轻的时候曾经有着北海巨妖的称号。 现场是出了什么问题啊？计时器吗？比赛出现了一个短暂的停滞。场上，布朗利和哈姆迪已经友好的交流起来了。看来这个停滞还没有结束啊，但是我们不知道是什么样的问题。然后这边呢，祖海里和这个埃杜也在聊。现场到场的菲律宾球迷还是挺多的啊。从菲律宾队每次得分现场的欢呼声当中就能窥见一二。看来这个问题还比较严重啊，直接官方暂停了。但是镜头也没有交代，也没有字幕，所以我们不知道现场发生了什么。 伊拉克守2-3，留底线，直接过来加法哈多。伊拉克脚踢球把球破坏掉。收的很小的一个2-3联防。艾杜在这个位置做不了什么，布朗利要自己来吗？这个空间还是很糟糕啊！哎呦，布朗利啊，今儿这比赛是喝凉水塞牙缝啊！这么近的距离，球没放进去，7投0中。米菲尔德罚球线晃开，节奏不错。打了将近2分钟啊，双方下半场终于是有球员得分了。梅菲尔德这球投进之后也10分球了。海多持球，勉强失误了。再找梅菲尔德，等一下掩护，分弱侧，晃开，外线3分飙射，这球差一点啊！哈姆迪，菲律宾队下半场还没得分。阿多罚球线这个位置，转移过去，奥塔纳这球不投往里走啊，真是对自己的篮没自信。哎。现在菲律宾这个阵容呢，确实是有点难受啊。后场呢没有人组织，布朗利又是被盯得比较严，所以我觉得菲律宾是不是早点主动调整？现在伊拉克反倒进攻当中呢，队员还1对1去挑战布朗利，传跑，布朗利往里走。多人围剿，还是只能把球传出去。拉莫斯再给埃杜，难啊！篮下还是得靠法哈多啊！裁判吹停比赛，应该是这个24秒呢走的有点慢。回到20秒。阿卜杜拉，布朗利延误出去，时间不多了，正面突施冷箭。没投进，篮板球，一通乱战。菲律宾队保护好球权，拉莫斯往前推，还是陷入到围剿。布朗利，这是个机会！天哪，布朗利呀，8中0。就是对于现在的布朗利来说呢，他好像在场上啊不太善于把握这些空位的机会了。整个比赛布朗利打得很别扭，2次底角的空位布朗利也都没有把握住。所以还不如就把布朗利换下去。汤普森正面还是得靠拉莫斯啊，德特拉莫斯。12分。今儿这比赛啊，菲律宾要是没有拉莫斯，上半场就背过气去了。中间的抛投也没有，伊拉克队又是进攻啊，陷入了停滞。他们整个半节只得2分。好球！ 菲律宾队乘胜追击，再来一个外线，又是拉莫斯，拉莫斯15分，外线5中3。今天拉莫斯打得像是球队的头牌一样，一定程度上的填补了布朗利的迷失。这球投进之后，菲律宾领先6分，这是他们今天最大的领先优势。伊拉克队迅速叫停调整啊，他们还是得想办法解决进攻端开发的问题。说这比赛你有可能把菲律宾拖到泥潭里，让对手呢只得70分，但是你自己现在得分呢，更是很贫瘠。这节比赛，伊拉克队外线3分4中0，而随着比赛的推移呢，菲律宾现在三分球来到35%啊，这已经是一个说得过去的命中率了。哎，美菲尔德什么情况？又是这种不应该有的失误，布朗利再一开啊，伊拉克这暂停白叫，菲律宾队连续3个外线。也就是我们说呢，菲律宾他这支球队的得分爆发力啊还是有的。那与之相比呢，伊拉克在这一点确实是比较弱。掉进来，脚下一大滑后球。最后一刻找到了正面的队友，应该是哈姆迪啊，把球放进去。哈姆迪今天也是第1次运动战得分，艾杜篮下没打进，伊拉克队能不能咬住，就看这节剩下这4分钟了。往篮下掉。观察防守，甩过去，直接点，24秒为例。感觉现在伊拉克队的队员呢情绪有点急躁，被菲律宾队连中3个3分之后，现在队员在场上有点相互指责、相互埋怨，这个不该有。而这样的情况呢，也会使得他们在场上的局面更加被动。拉莫斯到底角3分没有投进，阿尔祖海里收下篮板。往里给，起不来呀。进攻3秒，篮下待的时间太长了，埃杜还是有经验啊，完全没吃晃。菲律宾队频繁的走马换将，保持场上球员的体能充沛。阿莫斯再。
3-second violation.
Really good help coming from the weak side. Edu was up the top and came down when he saw a mismatch. Good rotation.
Nice move. Ishmael just not able to get close. Dwight Ramos fouled and one.
Ramos has taken over. 17 points in the contest, and in this third quarter, he's really given the Philippines the advantage.
Ishmael looks tired or something. Maybe there's something going on there that we don't understand, because he looked like a shadow of the player that we watched in the first quarter.
Yeah, like I said, he had that advantage for a couple of minutes down low, and they just didn't go to him.
Abdullah back in the game. Intended for Al-Zahari, gets away. It's a 10-point lead for Gilas. How big can this lead get? Ramos. His movement's terrific.
Well, in contrast, you look what the Philippines are doing. They've seen that Ramos has caught the hot hand, and almost every possession down the floor, he's at least getting a touch. And again, he works his way to the cup and to the free throw line.
Well, guess who's coming back into the game? Abbas Al-Kanawi, who had the rough exit. Let's see if he can make a difference. Aguilar is going to come into the game for Gilas, fan favorite, veteran. Tolfikar, Ali Brahimi, the pass just not there.
Back-to-back poor entry passes.
Brownlee up the floor to Edu. Gilas pulling away, up 13.
Well, it's all falling apart for Iraq. Some really poor decisions on the offensive end.
Third consecutive turnover. Newsom online, got it. Filipino fans, if you're anywhere near Jeddah, you might want to start thinking about getting to the King Abdullah. It looks like they're going to be in the qualification for the quarterfinals.
Iraq can't score. They've only had 4 points in the quarter.
Tolfikar gets rejected by Edu. Newsom pulls up. Edu, Brownlee. And Brownlee has hurt his back. So he's going to come out. It could be that Aguilar will come in for him.
Just a horrific quarter for Iraq. They've had 7 turnovers and only 4 points in the quarter.
Kiambao comes in for Brownlee. I want to see Tamayo again. What's the man got to do to get some PT? Here he is. He's coming. He heard me. He's coming in the game. $18-point leads. You can't make it up. I mean, this was Iraq playing outstanding basketball. in that first quarter. Al-Zahari, hey, that's kind of come out of nowhere.
That's an unlikely response. Al-Zahari with the 3-ball.
Nice pass. Aguilar, not happening. And shot gets up in time, but it's not going to count. Iraq have a pulse, but they need to regroup. They got to play some smart basketball and hope that Philippines cool off a little bit. Philippines lead at 55-40 into 3.
Just one of the worst quarters of basketball we've seen from a team this tournament from Iraq. 7 points and 7 turnovers, and just the inability to guard the 3-point line. Now, man, your man Ramos just lighten it up. Dwight Ramos, 10 points in the quarter. Mayfield came on, started to do some things, and then he sat him. You were confused of why we started, then we were a little confused of why he came out of the game.
But also just I mean, how many turnovers did we have in that quarter? There must have been a bunch.
Well, there's 7
full turnovers, yeah.
For Iraq from the one team. The Philippines, they took a little bit better care of it. They only had the 1. So that right there is the difference.
Yeah, you're right. Points off turnovers, 11 for the Philippines. So they had points off turnovers. They only had 2. So they scored 9 points off turnovers in that quarter.
They're beating them in both areas, because you look at the points in the paint too, 12-22 in favor of the Philippines.
Scanning the barcode. You get courtside 1891, so you can watch live streams and keep up with all the comings and goings and happenings in international basketball. FIBA ball.
It's a beautiful game.
Al-Kafaji in. Ali Ibrahimi in. Looks like Edu must have had like a knock on the nose. Imagine. That's some type of game clock issue on the, on top of the 24-second shot clock. Ramos has been terrific. He had some good games at Lavanga. I think they're looking for him to play even more. They'll be encouraged by this performance. Gosh, and combine him with Tominaga, you got some serious firepower. Here he is taking a seat. Oh, nice play. Oh, Tamayo missing. They get the rebound. Aguilar back outside to Perez. Or rather, Newsom. Kiambao. No, Altana missing. And Al-Kafaji with the rebound. Nice spin, nice shot, nice rebound. Well, maybe not a nice shot. And how about the rejection from Ali Ibrahimi? Tolfikar. Oh, and this time I was just about ready to say another missed opportunity, and he makes it.
Yeah.
So back to a 13-point deficit.
You've got to be careful here, the Philippines. Aguilar seeing his first minutes in the game. He played a minute and a half. And Brownlee's on the bench, and just as I say that, Brownlee steps up and getting ready to check back in.
Kiambao, Newsom follows. Aguilar, Iraq, they've got to get the basketball if they're going to come back. Ali Ibrahimi falls down. Abbas feeds it to Al-Kafaji. Oh.
No shot clock awareness whatsoever.
No, Al-Kafaji needed to go to work on the low post. Oh, Altana got hit. Tolfikar with the steal. Tolfikar from deep. Got it! Back to a 12-point deficit. Well, you never know. I mean, Philippines need to continue to execute.
They've been known to get tight in games as well.
Kiambao from the right. Complaining about a foul, but I don't think so. Here's Al-Kafaji. Ooh, able to catch it. And remembering how he passed it out last time, he decides to go up strong and scores, and now it's a 10-point game. And suddenly, Iraq are right back in it if they can get some stops. Philippines. Edu and Altana getting ready to check back in. Ramos steps back. It's a two. If it drops, it does not. Al-Ibrahimi almost knocked it back in. The pass, Tolfikar for three. Got it. Here comes Iraq. They're back.
In a hurry, too. Against all the momentum we saw the West going the Philippines' way in the third quarter, in the start of the fourth. And they've flicked the switch, and all of a sudden, no problem with the score. Scoring 10 points in the first 3.5 minutes of the quarter.
Did some of the substitutions kind of mess up the Philippines?
That's what I said. I thought he went a little bit too early of trying to get some time into some of the players and the combinations they had on the floor. And they've now,
I mean, you want to play these guys, but at the expense of chemistry.
Well, you put the game to bed.
Yeah.
You put the game to bed before you start experimenting and getting some time into some of the other guys, and it definitely was not that at that stage at only 15 points, because you knew that Iraq couldn't have such a horrifically bad quarter again, and whatever they did at three-quarter time,
it was a horror show.
Worked.
They were outscored 22-7.
Yeah. And in contrast, like I said, 10 points already, and things look pretty smooth.
Yeah, maybe the Filipino fans want to believe that their team is going to do it, but it's too early. I think even I was thinking that they had already had one foot in the qualification for the quarterfinals. And now Iraq have a little bit more confidence. Tolfikar shooting especially, and Al-Kafaji down low.
Oh, he's a layup.
Thompson, Ramos.
Thompson had a wide open layup.
We see that often, don't we?
He kicks it out for the three ball. just intimidated. Perceived pressure rather than actual pressure around the rim.
It's kind of strange because Thompson's also passing up threes. He's driving. Maybe that's understandable because they're getting it to Ramos, but so your recommendation is to shoot it. Here comes Tolfikar. Kiombau's guarding him, and Kiombau with a foul. Altana's going to come in for Kiombau. Oh no.
What a horrible pass.
Abdullah. Veselin Matic put both hands to his head as if he had just seen, couldn't believe what he had seen. Here's Altana right off the bench. Top of the key. And Philippines go back up by 10.
Steady up. They needed that.
The guy that's been shooting it well has been Tolfikar, but he's not been the guy that shot the last couple of times. Edu on the baseline. Ooh. Good job knocking it away. Abbas goes for the steal. Ramos knifed his way in there.
Fans don't like it. They thought he got fouled. Yeah, maybe.
By Ali Brahimi. Altana. Al-Kafaji can't get it, but Brownlee can. We're in winning time, and it's Philippines have gone back up by 12 points. Abbas.
It's twice now he's thrown up, and wrong guy's taking the shots.
Ramos, a little bit long. This is the guy that needs to put him up. But can he get time to do it? Oh, he gets rejected. Edu, another.
That's when they needed to spread the floor. They had the mismatch. Brahimi just comes running at him. Didn't need to. Just 5 out and let him take the big.
Iraq call timeout. 3:32 remaining. 12 points. Certainly doable if they can get some stops and make a couple of shots, make things interesting right at the end.
Yeah, they did enough to get it back to 7, and that was the moment that just needed to continue that momentum that they've built, and tried to make the Philippines nervous about it, but the big buckets just gave them that little bit of extra breathing space, and the shots from then on become a lot easier. Still very much in the contest though, plenty of time. I shouldn't say plenty of time, I should say enough time if they can get things right.
pass, Al-Zahari. Oh my. Yeah, didn't hit the rim.
Shot clock aware. Yeah, just unaware of the circumstances. We got an injury. Just need to get that up somehow or other.
It's the last thing you want at the end of the game, late in the game. Ooh, you may have sprained it, may have turned it.
Just a roll. Common injury.
Otana, he was kind of the spark, or kind of the key substitution for Philippines that kind of put them back on the ascendancy. In the ascendancy, rather. Hopefully he'll be okay.
It was the big three at the top of the key.
Yep.
It just calmed things down.
Perez. Long rebound. Nobody there for Iraq. Little runner for Perez. Al-Zahari. Ismail just has lost his everything on that shot. Just can't get him to go right now.
Philippines don't need to be in a hurry here. Use the clock as much as you can, and you're trying to look for their shot in the last 6 seconds or thereabouts to eat as much of the clock as you can. Points in the contest.
Ramos goes baseline. I think that's probably going to do it. 14-point lead. 21 points for Dwight Ramos, clearly the player of the game. Tolfikar.
Now they're just throwing up prayers. No system whatsoever.
Abdullah back to Ismail. It goes up and he's fouled. Chance for a three-point play.
Well, right now for the Philippines, is just can they take care of the ball? A minute and 14 seconds remaining, still in a commanding position. The look at dejection on the Iraqi bench.
Perez, got to go quick.
Perez has got to make that, but it was very early in the shot clock.
14 fouls on the Philippines, so that does not put Iraq on the line.
Iraq want a timeout.
So Philippines closing in on a spot in the qualification for the quarterfinals. And I dare say, you know, they had a good run, Andrew, but I don't find them convincing.
No. And you see moments, though, where it's free-flowing, they're knocking down the shot, but you just don't see enough of it. And some of the shots that they miss just around the basket and some of the easy opportunities they're unable to convert on, you can see why it can fluctuate from so to the extremes. And I'm just not sure the Philippines defense is as physical as it needs to be. But, you know, in these types of tournaments, you get hot and anything can happen.
And I just wonder maybe with Brownlee, if he's not at his best today, and once you get the lead, just sit him down and relax and let him recover a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're going to need him.
Yeah, I think Iraq went about it the wrong way on the defensive end as well. They just stuck in that zone defense for so long and gave too many wide open looks.
Brownlee comes out. He looks tired to me. Ramos is still out. Mayfield banks it in. That's a good shot. Newsom.
Yeah, they need to gamble now. Iraq, that's one, when they dribble into that position, that's where you got to throw the double team in. Double team, you need a, you're searching for that miracle. You got to throw caution to the wind.
75% free throw shooter. Oh no, they're not even close, excuse me, to being over the limit. So fouling. But we're just going to go ahead and ice it with that shot, the alley-oop. Back to an 11-point lead. Alza Harry now will drive and get to the line, but it's going to be too little too late for Iraq, who had their chances in this game. I mean, they were in a great spot in the first quarter. They were knotted at halftime. They faded badly in the third quarter, but still came back and pulled to within 7.
Yeah, it's just that third quarter really dug such a huge hole for them. 7 points in a quarter, I think that's what matters. Gives a lot of credit to the Philippines for that, but too many self-inflicted wounds with the 7 turnovers.
And also, you know, don't forget, Iraq, when you play a game like this that you need to win, you can't miss shots around the basket that you need to make.
Yeah, that's right.
And they just missed too many. Probably should have had a lead at halftime. Well, that is going to be it. Thompson just going to dribble it out, and Philippines just win, baby. Gilas will play in the qualification for the quarterfinals. They will finish third in the group no matter what. Final score 66-57. Philippines win over Iraq.
Well, it's been a disappointing tournament for Iraq. And it's one thing to lose, but it's the way you lose that you reflect back on and think, hey, we've got some work to do, not just with our skills, but the way in which we carry ourselves, our body language, when things aren't going against us, how do we respond? But the good news is, for the Philippines, these fans get to see a little bit more basketball. I love the passion they bring, and they make basketball fun. And you can't underestimate how beneficial that can be to the to the team as well, and the way in which that it can lift you in those tough moments. They had a lot of heroes on the night, but Dwight Ramos is the standout, the 21 points. In fact, he was the only one in double figures.
I tell you what, without Dwight Ramos today, I'm not sure they win this game.
Yeah, no, I agree. He came up in some big moments. He got some cameos from Edu.
I mean, pretty level three-point shooting-wise. There's Dwight Ramos, the TCL MVP. I mean, you look at the numbers, and they're pretty comparable. The turnovers for Iraq, 16-6. That's where the Philippines probably won.
And it's the Philippines have won this shooting 33% overall from the field. That is unusual to only shoot 33% and come away with a 9-point lead, a 9-point win. So they got some work to do themselves. The 10 of 30, 33% from the three-point line, as you mentioned, is not bad numbers, but they've still got some things to look. One thing they did do is they took really good care of the basketball. They only had the 6 turnovers as opposed to the 16 by Iraq.
I like how Justin Brownlee's really invested in this team, though. You know, I mean, look at him.
Yeah.
Carrying off town and wanted to go out there and be with the picture with his guys. He is a naturalized player, but he is a Philippines national team all in. And he had a tough game today, and Dwight Ramos bailed him out. Tofikar did his best to keep his team in the game. He brought him back with some threes late. This was his other one. And they got it to 7 points, and we were like, wow, maybe they're not gonna, and then Oftana comes in. Look at this, and hits this.
Yeah, that was a big play. The best action they had for the entire game was that 2 or 3 minutes just after halftime, and you thought, yeah, now it's game on.
Well, felt like they were just going to pull away. Brownlee finished with 8 points. But you have to play almost, not perfect basketball, but you have to play really well if you're Iraq. You can't make mistakes, and you can't miss easy shots. And unfortunately for them, over the 40 minutes, they just committed too many mistakes and missed too many bunnies.
Yeah, way too many self-inflicted wounds. Some of the decision-making was just mind-boggling of what they were looking to try and do. Some of the passing.
You're right. Iraq will exit the tournament with no wins after falling to Chinese Taipei, New Zealand, and Philippines today, 66-57. Chinese Taipei against New Zealand tonight. That is going to be tasty, the battle for first place.
いよいよ開幕。熱狂の激闘を、日本人選手の活躍を見逃すな。 ライブオンダゾーン。